Hey, shalom to you brothers out there, shalom. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this video all over again. Right now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Which woke up like 20 minutes ago. And salutations to the 1/3 and the 144. I don't know if it's just me. I'm gonna say this all over again, but I've been having these really peculiar and strange dreams in the most humblest way possible. I've been having these really peculiar dreams, man. I don't know what it all means. Pretty much the scenarios and the environment was like a zombie apocalypse. Like I said, it could be I was watching too much TV shows or this, but it was strange, man. It was really strange. Some of this shit that be going on in my head be tripping me out, man. And I'll say this, before I even was at this point, when I was growing up as a kid, right? This is when I was in the group home and shit like that. Even living at folks' house, my kin folks' house and shit like that. I used to always have these peculiar dreams of the post-apocalypse happening. I really don't go into it that much like I used to, but I used to have these strange, peculiar dreams, man. And even right now, living in this spot right here, I had dreams that I was living in these apartments. Before I even was living in it, it felt like deja vu. And I don't really have those instances anymore, or even peculiar dreams anymore. I don't know if I even dream anymore. But I do be having these peculiar dreams, man. I just wanted to point that out, I don't know if other brothers are having these dreams or whatnot, but I'm definitely experiencing them. Maybe it could be I'm watching too much fucking movies and shit, But before I go, I want to say this to the spirit, man. I woke up and I watched a few peculiar videos this morning, and I want to say when it humble, like in the most humblest way possible. When it comes to being rebuked, when it comes to being humble, when it comes to being checked, one thing that brothers got to understand in my path, in my life, is I've been rebuked and checked my whole life. As far as me being an individual that really didn't know who he was. And I always had this instance. I never really understood who I was. I always thought I was this, or I always thought I was that. And I really never had a true identity when it came to a lot of stuff. And so I always looked at myself as, somebody insignificant or somebody that didn't have no real power. And it's always been that way, all through middle school. I was bullied. I was talked down on. I had a speech impediment, growing up. I always got in a lot of fights, I'm saying. I held my own though. I never allowed people to actually run me over. But I was always a kid that always avoided that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always living in my own world and shit like that. And so when it comes to being humbled and checked, I can take the rebuke, I can take the humbleness. I ain't got no problem with it. But one thing I'm not gonna take is no threats, nothing of that nature, bro. And I know this war is spiritual, but it is getting pretty carnal as the days go by. And that's why the Lord He has me in this certain instance. But I know the way that the Lord moves is he's gonna move the way that he moves. And I just gotta keep on trusting in him. You know what I'm saying? As far as me doing what I'm doing, I'm not doing this to boast or brag. I'm not doing this for clout or people to cheer me on or anything like that. I'm not doing this for that, man. I give two fucks about that. See, the Lord, he has me moving in this way for a movie. I'm not around a lot of people. People around me, this is real life. I'm not, the videos that I do, I'm not just doing it just to talk and be behind the keyboard just talking. I'm actually going through shit in real life and trying to get my shit together. But I don't hang around a lot of people in real life. See, I don't do that shit. And not because I necessarily hate people, it's just I've always been this way. I've always been a kid in my own world. See, when I was in the group home, I was kept away from the world. I was always reading in the books. You know, some people call me a nerd. Some people, they can say, you know, this, that, and the third. I was a nerd. The Lord kept me from the fucking world for a long ass time, man. So when I got released from the group home, it was a whole different realm to me. I was like, man, what the fuck? See? And even then, as much as I went into the world, you know, I had some homies and shit like that, you know, did a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Went parties, you know, girls. Had a lot of fun, man. But even in that, the Lord still had me moving in a very strategic, disciplined mode where he didn't allow me to get caught up in a whole lot of shit, if you know what I'm saying. You see? I could have been in the military right now. I could have been somewhere that I didn't want to be. But everything happened for a reason. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm not taking anything back that he did to me. I'm just saying, Lord, well, I'm thankful that you brought me through all that shit and you're still bringing me through more shit. My feet are a little dirty, but I still got them. My shoes are a little dirty, but they can still walk. See? Because ultimately his blood covers it all, man. His blood cleanses it all. I can be as filthy and dirty on the outside, but it's the blood that covers me. So I'm gonna put it like this. You know, when you're growing up, you know, you have a crew, you have a group, and you're always gonna have a particular person in that group that, you know, maybe might rise above the rest. Just giving an example. Some bitch ass niggas that actually rise to the top, they may forget about the ones that they came up with, or this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? The others might have particular instances for the ones that rises, they're gonna go back and they're not gonna forget the ones that was there. And so, you know, when we look at that, we can say, hey, the Lord, he brought us to certain levels. And no man left behind. I'm not leaving any brothers behind. I'm not forsaking my brothers. I forsook the Lord in the past, man. Look what he did to my ass. I'm glad that he brought me back, but I'm not gonna forsake the brothers. See, I'm not trying to overlord or look down on any brother, bro. If anything, I'm the one that is responsible for a whole lot of shit. See? If anything, I'm the one that's responsible for a whole lot of shit, bro. I'm my brother's keeper, bro. And that's why I said when it comes to the name of the Lord's name is not no Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It's not See, and if that means, you know, brothers feel some type of way, then so fucking be it, man. Who gives a fuck, man? Who gives a fucking fuck, man? I'm telling you what the scripture says. As far as anything else goes, man, guys can say this about me. Oh, he's this, he's scared, and this, that, and the third. I'm not afraid to take a beating, bro. I'm getting tested and proven gang stuck every fucking day. I just avoid the bullshit. Oh, he's scared of this. Oh, I'm not scared of shit, man. I let people know what I believe in. I say it to their fucking face. If guys were in front of me right now, I'll say it to their fucking face, man. And if they want to take it somewhere else, they want to get cornered, then we'll take it there. I'm not afraid to defend myself, man. But I love my neighbors, though. And I love my brother. And that's why I move alone. Block the AI. I don't hate any brother out there, man. I look up to brothers. What brothers don't fucking understand. Brother Benjamin, that's doing the heavy work. I look up to that brother, man. That's my roommate. That's my brother. That's my family. That's my kinfolk. There ain't no weird shit going on over here. I'm Adam and Eve. Our brother, he's my family, man. So the rest of you brothers. Guys really want to know who I am? I'm Adam and Eve. I've been given both male and female. I've been given both. And that's why that brother, he said what he said in that video. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's like, pussy booty, ho. At a certain point, he was right on that. I am Adam and Eve. But do I like them manipulating my body and doing all types of shit on my body? Not necessarily. I don't pretend. I'm not fake. There ain't no fake shit over here, man. I'm going through a lot of shit every day. And it's kind of like slowed down a little bit. You know, it's not as bad as it used to be. But I'm actually living this every fucking day, bro. I'm not your good old goody two shoe choir boy, bro. Nah. I may be nice, but I created all this shit, man. I made all this shit. See? This whole crap right here, this whole matrix, it's not even real, man. I'm meant to rule. I'm meant to overcome. Losing ain't an option. So the more power we have, the more humble we have to be, bro. And highly esteem one another greater than ourselves. And I highly esteem you brothers greater than me, man. It's a whole lot of words being said. You know, so I don't really, when I be doing these videos, I just be talking, man. If you can sit through it and listen to what I'm saying, then more power to you, you know. I don't really know how to, I gotta be more on point, you know, utilizing these talents and everything like that. But anyways, man, that's pretty much gonna be the whole point, the whole video. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, my forefathers. Salutations to the 1/3 and 144. You brothers out there, keep the faith and endure. Hey, with that, I'm out. Shalom.